Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's Eddie Campos with Remax Preferred Associates, and this is our Coffee with Eddie. And we have the illustrious, the incomparable, amazing Matt Geha, Superintendent of Springfield Schools. Matt, I have to confess, I had to look up two of those three words before I used them to describe you. How are you, sir?
Eddie, I'm excellent. And Happy New Year. Thanks for having me on today.
Happy New Year. So let's start our interview by talking about obviously the elephant in the room, and that's COVID-19 and how Springfield Schools has embraced some of the protocols and what you've done to be able to help protect the kids.
Thanks. Yeah, COVID has been quite the challenge. This is my fourth year as superintendent, but it seems like year one, just with everything that has changed and that is new.
Yeah.
And we have chosen to follow the county's guidance on a lot of the protocols and safety procedures. And those have worked well for us, but it is a struggle and a challenge to accept the current education model that our kids get. We've seen kids excel, and unfortunately, we've seen a lot of kids not excel due to what's happening, what they can or can't get due to COVID and all the safety protocols that we have here in Holland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's a study that's done, just to touch a little bit, that I think correlates to what you're talking about, is there's a study that's done every year by the National Association of Realtors that says the average agent, if they start working from home, their production drops by 30%. And I think that interaction with people, being in that environment, that work environment, is beneficial for people to be able to grow in every way.
Yeah, not every kid enjoys the computer screen and the freedom that potentially being educated from home offers. I have two kids, and one is doing very well and excelling, and the other one is falling off a little bit, because this isn't what he enjoys or how he sees his education going. So it just affects everybody so many different ways.
Well, I look forward to the day when we don't have to have conversations about COVID-19 anymore. We can all start doing in person. I can especially do these in person at coffee shops again, which would be enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
So one of the other things I wanted to touch on, Matt, is what makes Springfield Schools special? I know that you guys have a radio station that plays oldies, 97.7. You've got the foundation that's involved with trying to make enhancements to the school. What are some of those things that you can talk about?
So 97.7 FM is right in Springfield Schools, right across from the office here. And we're in probably year 4 or 5 of that. And that really got going by the former superintendent, who just did a great job of getting that going for our kids. We have an incredible instructor, but our kids literally run 97.7 every day, even during this current COVID crisis. It's been a joy for everybody. And we get feedback on that every single day, from a telephone call and email. Somebody driving over here to try and find where 97.7% is. So we put a sign up so people wouldn't circle around or try to get in the building. But literally thousands of people tune into that. And we even have an app that you can hear on your cell phone or iPhone or through your computer. And it's been an opportunity for our children to see a career path that some people think is old and outdated. Yeah. But the opportunities that it gives our children here, 9th through 12th grade, is just incredible when it comes to who they get to interview, the technology that they get to use, and then seeing that career path head into college for journalism. So if you haven't tuned in, 97.7 FM.
So what time do they start?
It runs 24 hours a day, and the kids program a lot. So we don't do anything live yet. Now, that's our next goal, to have our children broadcast live, whether it's a home event, a home game, or traveling to watch other kids perform. But right now it's recorded and programmed, but those kids do all of that work beginning at 7 a.m. and sometimes into the evenings. Our instructor, Mark Davidson, has a talent as well. And, you know, he sounds really good on the radio, like a lot of And for guys like me, I love to see and do the work behind the scenes. So there's so many different things that kids can do, whether they want to be on the radio or do some of the work behind the scenes.
Sure.
Jobs that they never thought existed.
Yeah, that's an excellent opportunity for kids. So let me ask you one other question. I noticed that you guys were recently given the designee of the Purple Star designee from the Ohio Department of Education. What is that and why is that important?
So that Purple Star goes to school systems that can work with children and parents that are part of the armed services.
Okay.
And a big part of that for us here is our JROTC program.
Okay.
So that has been part of Springfield High School since the 80s. And we have a partnership with the Army where it is a program and class that if kids choose are a part of that every single day.
Really?
And they really work on leadership and excelling any child that chooses to go into JROTC. And that Purple Heart's a part of that. We honor so many people here every year when it comes to the service that they've given to our country. And through JROTC, our kids get to see that through service firsthand. They don't have to go into the Army, and that's what some people think. But it is an opportunity if you choose that after high school. And part of that is our drill team. And that drill team performs all over the country. And they've even been national champs a few times over the past 10, 15 years.
Oh, that's
as they
phenomenal.
perform at Fort Knox.
Yeah.
And at a facility in Florida. They've done just so very well.
So is this proved to be a benefit for kids that choose to go into the military afterwards?
It can be, because you, when you go to college, you can become an officer very quickly. We've had children get scholarships right away out of high school heading into college. But even if you don't choose that path, what you gain in ROTC can help you in any profession. It's
Sure.
what you and I would want for any of our children, even if they don't go to the Army. How you take care of yourself, how you take care of your office and others, and really put others above yourself.
So a great way to develop leadership skills and to also maybe give them a sense of community and the importance of being a positive part of that community.
Exactly. And the service they give all year long is an example of that, because they will help so many entities all over Holland and the greater Toledo area as they volunteer for holidays, fundraisers, and any service that anyone asks us to perform. JROTC jumps right on it.
Well, I appreciate your time. Everyone, this has been Coffee with Eddie. We will see you next month.